So, martial arts school owners, what should your school look like? So, if you want in your school to grow, if you want it to be more successful, if you want it to be a proper business rather than a hobby, then there's so many things that you need to make sure you're doing in order to achieve that goal. So, if any of you have read my book, How to Build a Highly Profitable Martial Arts School, I cover this briefly. I think it's in one of the chapters. But yeah, if you're wanting to stand out amongst your so-called competition, it is quite easy to do. You just need to invest in a few things, really. So now, if you're currently, like I was in 2004 up to 2010, renting out sports halls, scout huts, or anything like that, you've got a part-time venue and you're renting out spaces different days of the week and so on, then there's no reason that you can't make that space from the time that you're in it, maybe even when you're not in it as well, look quite professional. So before I moved into my own venue, into our full-time school, we had mats. We just needed we needed to get them out and obviously put them away twice a week in a particular venue. We had roll-up stands, roll-up signs, should I say, banners and so on like that. So I don't want you watching this video thinking, no, it's okay for him or any other school owners because he's got a full-time venue. Definitely not. You need to make sure that from your parents, when they first walk into your school, that they're looking and thinking, oh, this is serious. He's a serious person. This is a proper business and so on. You never want to come across as, just some cowboy, really. You want to make sure you're coming across as somebody that knows what they're doing, is wanting to professionalise the school and obviously the art that they're teaching. So, anybody that's obviously had a look at the book or any of my mentees, you've probably seen lots of pictures and so on. In your full-time school, or in our full-time school, we had banners that had, we are a black belt school, two, three, maybe even four of those dotted around, posters as well. Personal development and success sayings. So goals plus commitment equals success. That was always a good one because we always wanted the students to understand we need to have goals in our life and then need to commit to those goals in order for us to be successful. The good thing about that is, instructors, that it shows that the learning that takes place within those four walls is not just specific to kicks and punches or the physical skills. It's more about them getting to understand those important concepts. Like I said, goals plus commitment equals success. We also had another one, conceive, believe, achieve, because again, we wanted them to continually, or I wanted them to continually understand the importance of the mindset and how that can help or hinder their growth. Other things we used to have were, we'd have things about focus, respect. Now, I'm not just saying, throwaway signs that we'd have a focus, respect, discipline, determination, like quite a few school owners have. We'd always want to make sure that each lesson we tied into one of those, life skills: focus, respect, discipline, determination, self-control, you know the things that I'm getting at there. So, in order for you to make your school look more professional, don't feel like you need to throw thousands of pounds at it to make it look like a big corporate place. If anything, and again, I mentioned this in the book, you don't want to be spending thousands of pounds on fitness equipment because you're then just pushing yourself into that bracket of, maybe even budget gyms, the £20 a month budget gyms, 24 hours a day. You want to make sure that you're making your school look professional. So again, mats, they're always a worthwhile investment. Mirrors, again, I suppose you can all do that if you're a full-time school. Those are some of the good things, but other people will have those as well. You need to make sure that you stand out even further. So, as I said there, you might even have a welcome board of the number of students, that you've enrolled over the last 6 weeks and a nice little picture of them. Try to make your school, your dojo, as much like a school classroom could be, really. So you'd want work that your children or that your students and even adults have done, really, like your goals, visualization charts, anything like that, really. They need to make sure that they see it as this isn't just physical skills. This is more about personal development and personal growth. For us as well, we had our success wall, which had the life skill of the term, because we used to cover a life skill every 6 weeks. So one of the life skills might be self-control, then we talk about that for 6 weeks. Another life skill might be discipline, and we talk about that for 6 weeks, and so on. Now, in addition to that, we had a success quote, which was rotated around every week. So success quote might be, fall down 7 times, get up 8, and that type of thing. Another success quote might be, early bird catches a worm. Things like that Obviously, if you're a reader of personal development, you'll always be able to pick things up from the books and just implement them into your success quote, or should I say, your success wall. Now, what again, for any part-time school owners that are watching this, it's not just, well, I can't do that because I haven't got a full-time venue. I can't do that because of X, Y, and Z. Even if you were just to invest in one thing every week or one thing every month, hopefully cash flow can manage that. You'll then be able to build on that, and obviously in 6 months' time, you'll be in a lot different, or your school will look a lot more professional than it did, 6 months prior. So don't be putting that excuse in your way saying, I can't do that because I haven't got a full-time school. I can't do that because I'm only in this venue once a week. I can't do that because I've got nowhere to leave it. Before I signed a lease for our full-time venue in 2010, I just used to put everything in the boot of my car. I'd have 3, sometimes 4 roll-up stands, pop-up roll-up stands. Again, things that I'd have maybe the student creed on, maybe a black belt creed on, maybe some of the reasons why people train, maybe testimonials for any new parents that are coming in. So I'm very confident that all my mentees that work with me, regardless if they're part-time or full-time or even have been established a long time, that I could always help them grow and refine the practices and refine, again, the business operations and systems to make sure, yes, that we're continually increasing the student standard, but also bringing in new white belts which understand the value of your program, the value of your teaching. So from things I want you to pick up from this video, if you've got a part-time venue, don't just automatically write off that you can't bring in any of these things. Definitely you can bring in these things, and again, it's down to your cash flow. Things that I'd be looking for would be banners. If you're a full-time venue, goals plus commitment equals success. Other banners that say we are a black belt school. Another banner I forgot to mention earlier on, a black belt is a white belt that never quit. Those types of things. Goals plus commitment equals success. Conceive, believe, achieve. Anything you feel that your parents and your students will benefit from. Along those lines as well, maybe success quotes. You might want to bring those in once a week or once a fortnight. Now, a good thing about those is you could then also print out the success quotes and every Monday or Tuesday hand them out to all of your students, so at least they're getting something tangible to take home. Because remember, most of the time our school owners, you might only have one parent there watching the class, and the other parent doesn't know anything. The other parent might even just be paying the bills. So you want to make sure that you've got things tangible to take home, or even, again, if you're next level up, also upload it onto Google Classrooms or some other software, but make sure that they're getting things that they can take out of those 4 walls. So success quote, life skill of the term, posters or signage about the benefits that you offer. So focus, respect, discipline. Don't tailor all your benefits towards physical goals. Definitely not, because you're just bundling yourself in there with, you know, any other seasonal recreational sport, football, rugby, tennis, swimming, or anything like that. You want to make sure that you're trying to separate yourself. You want to make sure that your school, your organisation is different. Yes, you teach them your martial art, your physical skills, and you're going to improve the fitness and so on, but you're also going to be teaching them about discipline, respect, focus, resilience. Now, I'm not just saying those as throwaway comments that you mentioned that, yeah, we also teach focus and they never really assess it. We want to make sure that parents understand that we're going to try and help them focus better at home, in school. We're going to help them more with their respect at home and in school and everywhere else and so on. So yeah, I hope this video helped. I know I jumped around a little bit, but my main role, especially with my martial arts school owners, mentees, is to help them bring in more white belts, keep hold of students, definitely, because that's the main thing. It's no good having the front door open to getting all your white belts and having the back door and then they're all leaving. You need to make sure that, yes, of course, we open the door to get white belts in your school so that your classes increase, but we also need to make sure that we're keeping hold of your students, stretching them, making sure they're improving continually and not watering down your standard. Definitely not talking about that, but also, offering a really, really fantastic, unique service, not just something. Now, in my town, when I counted probably about 7 or 8 years ago now, there were 28 other karate clubs in my area. Now, some of those might have been teaching once a week, some of them might be twice a week. There was only another full-time venue in my area. So I never want you to use the excuse of, well, loads of people are doing it, I'll never be able to do this. Again, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. You've always got to think to yourself, do you know what, I can make this happen. I'm just going to seek guidance. I'm going to obviously follow people that have gone before me. I'm going to try and pick up best practice. If you've got a team, I'm going to start bringing in team training. Again, if you've got a team, I'm going to do team meetings. Even if you don't have a team, do do your own team training in order to make sure you're going to progress all the time. Make sure you're starting to create systems and so on. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent there, but things that I would suggest to you as a martial arts school owner wanting to improve and wanting to professionalize, definitely seek a mentor. Don't do what I did, which was sit on the fence for 14 years. Make sure that you're taking steps further forward to invest in a mentor. Um, Invest in some signs. Goals plus commitment equals success. Get on People Per Hour, get on Fiverr, get on Upwork, one of the freelance platforms. Ask them to design a couple of those signs or banners for you. And maybe introduce a success quote of the week or of the fortnight or of the month, life skill of the term, something along those lines. Just try to professionalize yourself. If you can afford mats, fantastic, go for it. If you've got mirrors, better. And I understand that those aren't transferable if you're still renting out space and so on. But yeah, look to professionalize your school all the time. Again, another chapter in the book is negative and positive touch points. Make sure that you're analysing continually all of the touch points any prospect, lead, inquiry, member, parent, student has with you and your business, and try to continually improve that all the time. I hope this provided some people with some video with some value. Subscribe to the channel if you want. I know there's a few videos on here on martial arts, business, and so on. If you haven't yet purchased the book, then I suggest you do. It will be a really good investment. How to Build a Highly Profitable Martial Arts School by me, Dervish. And yeah, give us a like and just keep taking steps further forward. If you think I can help you and you want me to help you take your business to the next level, you want predictable, reliable cash flow, you want good profits, then obviously get in touch. Good luck, everybody. All the best.